Hello guys, so I want to talk about some of the similarities between PulseChain and Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin has gone through some incredible shocks. It's here today after having done phenomenally well, right? The gains, those that got in early, Bitcoin is over 25,000 right now, and someone bought it for 11 cents. Many people got it for free through mining with just a basic computer, just a simple PC. But it was not simple. Now, a lot of people will always say that if I had only bought Bitcoin early. But for the most part, most people who would have bought it early would have sold it early too, right? There's a famous tweet that goes like, if only I had sold my Bitcoin for $32, and now it's in the thousands, right? That journey was not a simple journey. It was a journey marred with FUD. One of the biggest FUDs was Mt. Gox collapse. Most people had their Bitcoin in Mt. Gox. And when Mt. Gox collapsed, it shook the community. It shook the space. And many people thought that was the end of Bitcoin. And if you look at resilient stuff, does not just go on. It just doesn't work out simply. There are challenges that have to be overcome. And if you look at the journey of Hex had a lot of FUD. There was a lot of points where there was massive selling, and then people would give up, and then people would FUD it. People who were well respected in the community would just wake up one day and they'll say like, no, this is not good. They don't want it anymore. So it's never easy. And right now with PulseChain, we've seen the biggest FUD yet, and we've seen it kind of shake the community, and some have left, but the core that has remained is extremely, extremely strong. The core that has remained is pushing. And I think anything that succeeds will face some hardships. I mean, there's stories of Tesla that if the last rocket ship, not Tesla, that's the rocket company, SpaceX, that Elon Musk has. The last rocket, if it had failed, that would have been the end of Elon Musk. That's what he says, right? He was sleeping at the office trying to build something. And then now he's possibly the richest person. Now he does have very weak hands. He dumped his Bitcoin. And so he does have weak hands. But what you realize is that there's one thing that always happens. There's always challenges in building stuff that is resilient. Now, some things do succeed without many challenges, right? I think that Ethereum hasn't had as many challenges, but it also has a strong community. I think that, but these challenges are a stepping stone. And once you go to the other side of them, you come out with a much stronger, much more dedicated, much more committed community. Because the reason why we had why the PulseChain, the PulseX sacrifice was oversubscribed was people saw what Hex did. Now imagine a comeback story of a coin that many people would have written off. Imagine if you have a comeback story. Imagine how much more committed people will be. If the story of Hex was what drove billions to be sacrificed, imagine what a comeback story for PulseChain would do in terms of dedication, in terms of commitment of the community. I think that would be a very powerful story. That would be a very, very powerful story. And one thing that I have noticed, right, if you go and check on Dex Screener, you're looking at the amount of blockchains that are out there, and you're looking at the activity on those blockchains. What you'd realize is a lot of them don't have much activity going on. There were stories of Ethereum proof of work. It now has less than $2,000 24-hour trading volume. There were stories of Ethereum Fair. It has very little activity on it. And they had some people who wanted to drive the course for those chains, but those chains don't have much activity. I mean, even some of the major, even Ethereum Classic doesn't have too much on-chain activity. Even a lot of major blockchains don't have. One thing is certain, there's definitely a good product market fit in terms of on PulseChain. Now, a quick update on PulseShib. Guys, PulseShib is a PulseChain meme coin, and I like this. It has been extraordinarily resilient, right? It has been very, very resilient. If you look at the how it is held during all this turmoil in the space, I think it has held extraordinarily well. And at a time where many coins that have launched on PulseChain have died, PulseShib has continued to be strong, continued to have a strong community, and market cap is still low, which in my view means good entry, but I think I'm bullish on it. And obviously I am definitely part of the team that launched it, but I'm still super excited about the resilience that it's proving and how strong it is proving. And I think that these are some of the plays that when we fight the FUD and the FUD is destroyed, I think that these are the projects that will do extraordinarily well, that will outperform. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below, and I will see you again next time.